I am from Prayagraj, actually. Have you heard the name of the city Prayagraj? So I'm
Yes,
coming from Prayagraj, and I'm a lecturer actually in a government college. And that's my introduction. And I have a YouTube channel too. These are two YouTube channel I have, and I'm working on those channel. So
that's
one is of grammar channel and another it is of spoken English channel where I'm taking interviews of people. I mean the dignitaries of my cities, and at the same time I am discussing on some philosophical, some kind of psychological issues or some kind of problems which arises mostly in human life that I discuss, and it is sometimes I take opinions of other people too that I do in my video. So that's all my introduction, ma'am.
oh, it
But
sounds quite
before I
amazing.
start, let me tell you one thing, ma'am. I really adore you. The way you have started your channel, the way you are taking interviews of people, I'm really, really very much influenced by your videos, ma'am. So every day, what happens that when you see the video, it really pops up on the screen when you open YouTube channel. So every time I open my YouTube channel, your interview video comes. So I'm really very much influenced by the way you are putting your hard work into it and attempting a lot to, to getting that influence. That fluency and connecting with lots of people. That really matters much.
Thank you so
So
much. Thank you so much for your appreciation. I don't think that I deserve that much, but yeah, still, if you have that much of concern and love for me, I really feel happy and blessed and privileged too. So thank you so much.
my
Okay.
pleasure, ma'am.
Okay, I want to know about your YouTube channel because I find it so difficult to handle one channel, and you have your two channels. How many interviews have you taken on that channel? You have uploaded the videos.
Yeah, yeah. Mom, actually, the whole YouTube thing, it happened accidentally. It is during the period of COVID. At that time, we used to take online classes. And I remember that while taking online classes, suddenly an idea of opening my YouTube video, it dawned on me. And it just, what I do just for an experiment, you can call that. I put my phone in front of a bottle and I started taking my videos, making my videos. So first I made a grammar video and uploaded it. I got a lot of applauses from people, so it really, I thought of getting into it seriously and I started uploading grammar videos. Though I was not getting much views, initially, and then, I just went on doing it. I did not give a pause to it. But suddenly something happened in 2021 that I lost my younger brother in COVID. And I was not very much uh, I was not ready to make video. It was not happening. And automatically, I gave a pause to my videos. I was not making it. So after overcoming this thing, I started doing it again. And this is one of the channel where I'm teaching grammar up to class 12th. And another channels there. And ma'am, seriously, I'm not been working on this channel. Seriously, I'm telling you, because constantly I couldn't do it because of one or more incidents which took place in my life. So I couldn't do it consistently. But yeah, another channel, it is of psychological channel where I come up with lots of issues of human life, and sometimes with taking interviews of dignitaries. So I have taken more than 7 or 8 interviews where I've taken interviews of principal of the most reputed college of Allahabad, Prayagraj, and the director of education, CBSE board. I've taken interview of him too, and 2 or 3 interviews of some English teachers or somebody who was very good in English, and that's the thing. So main motivation was to just to get the hang of the language and get to know about this the language English, and knowing the nitty gritty of the language and making other people understand that this is the basic concept of English, so that doing conversation and these kind of thing, they will get into this video, I mean the video which I'm uploading, and they will get to know more about the language. That was the ultimate thing for me. That was the bottom line, you can say. But for the last 6 or 7 months, I've not been working on it, but thinking of starting it again. Yeah, so you were asking me, ma'am, that how I managed to do all these things. So let me tell you that I'm a lecturer in a college. So evening time is my time. So it is my own time. I prefer to spend my time, doing, some experiments with things. It is not like my videos is not always of one kind. Sometimes I'm taking interviews, or sometimes I'm coming with problems, or sometimes with the real issues of life. Though I'm
Mhm.
not a psychologist, but try to convey what is within me, try to solve out some problem which is there, try to always come up with a kind of solution, taking other people's opinion too. Like, it's a kind of video where I invite other people for 1 minute or 2 minutes to come up and to share their experiences about the topic that I do. So yeah, that's all.
Lovely,
So
lovely. So you
thank
are
you.
taking lots of pain, I can say, because still you are working. If you ask about me, I'm retired. So I can say yes, out of 24 hours, somewhere 3, 4 hours, I find out ways to do something what I love to do it. But you are working maybe 7 to 8 hours in your college, then coming back, doing household chores, dealing with your family. And after that, finding out time for your channel, it's really amazing. And you are doing an awesome job, I must say. As
Thank you so
you and me, I feel we are doing more or less the same thing. You are
much.
also thinking of uploading some conversation videos. You also have made, as you mentioned, that certain grammar topics.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, so uh, let's take one common thing, conversation. Okay, when it comes conversation word, we usually, when we speak Hindi, we never think what kind of conversation we are doing. When it comes to English, we become conscious, or we start thinking of, am I a good speaker, am I speaking well, am I going to make mistake? So those who are beginners, or those who are starting their journey for learning English, so what steps they should follow? What do you think that from where they should start if they are just starting from the scratch? Okay. So where from they should start, and what measures they should take, and what steps they should take? Let's discuss that so that people will get benefited out of it. What do you say?
right,
Should we?
right. Okay, okay. Yeah, sure. Ma'am, the thing is that, first let me tell you one thing. Those people who come from English medium background, they get everything ready on silver platter. They get every facilities. I mean, even if you're not paying attention to what people are saying, you are habituated to speak in English because you get that environment over there. Like a lot
Yeah.
teachers are
Here
speaking.
I'll cut, just shift a little this side. I'll just do the editing. Just, yeah, yeah, yeah. Now better. Okay.
Should I
Yes.
start again?
I'll do the editing part. Don't worry about it. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Yes. Now you are in the
Yeah.
center.
So,
Yes.
yeah.
So you can
So,
start from anywhere. I'll link up your both the sentences.
okay. So I just want to say first thing, ma'am, that if you have studied from English medium school, you get everything ready on silver platter because you are getting a lot of exposure from the teacher, from the students, from the environment. But if you have not studied from English medium school, if you're coming from Hindi medium background or a state board education you have got, it becomes very, very difficult for you to starting with the scratch. Since it is a foreign language, we need to pay a lot of attention to it. And that things happens, with your right exposure to this language. And at the same time, there are four, what you should aspects of this language learning. We all know that is reading, writing, reading, and speaking. we all know about it. But in my opinion, the things which really works for the conversation, that is to give yourself a lot of exposure to this language. I mean, if you're initially, if you're starting to learn this language, first of all you have to create such environment around you where you're
Mhm.
getting a lot of exposure to this language. And this can happen if you're listening a lot. I mean,
Mhm.
it could be active listening as well as passive listening. People say reading, writing, and speaking. That's not important. I do believe these things, these things are important. But
Mhm.
most important thing is listening, because when you are listening something, you're giving your ears adapting that language, and you understand the nitty-gritty of the language. And at the same time, you know uh, your uh, I mean, your mind, your soul, your whole personality get immersed in the language very much. that i do that always listen. Even if look, first, bottom line is speaking, no doubt that this is the ultimate thing which we need to do. But speaking and at the same time listening is very, very important. So I always tell my student that listen a lot of podcasts, a lot of speeches, get your ear habituated to listen to these things, the foreign things, which this is totally it's not our language. And second thing is that you have to be on the ball. I mean, always focusing on the language which you're adopting, and be very, very consistent to the language. Whatever you are doing every day, you're giving your small efforts to the language. Because ma'am, actually what happens that people are in the habit of getting instant gratification, thinking that um, this what you call this language thing is going to make us fluent within 50 days or within 60 days, which are mostly claimed by the institution, so which are mostly claimed by these institutions, where we see that people are getting into it because they are very much affected by the claim made by these owners, saying that I'll make you fluent within 60 days or 30 days. But actually it doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. You have to get to the core of the language to know
Mhm.
each and every.
Right.
And just not, even I did it initially when I was very much obsessed with this language, thinking of becoming fluent, I also did the same thing. And it was like jumping on the bandwagon, following other people, imitating other people, what they are doing. Even I got into a institution, just wanted to be fluent. But what they did, they made us stand in front of the podium and told us to speak. So eventually we need to speak, we need to listen a lot. These two things works a lot. And remember that it is very, very slowly you have to get into it. There's no cutting corners. So
That's
be consistent, regular learning something. If you're not speaking to somebody, it is okay. You read something, you write something, you listen something, but you have to do something every day. You have to increase. I think this is the mool mantra for speaking in English. So yeah.
very well explained. Very well explained. I'm sure that learners are going to learn a lot. That what way they have to begin their journey. It's not that easy to learn a foreign language. Yes. So we
Right.
need to be really, really focused, patient, and at the same time persistent too. That's very important. It cannot
Right.
happen in a day, or as you mentioned, in a month, or in a period of 6 months. It's going to take a long time, I must say, and it's never ending process,
Yeah.
actually.
If you're starting from the scratch, you get to a label, and again, there would be a kind of desire to get to another label. And that you can do by adding a lot of phrases, idioms, in your conversation, the advanced form, that you can do by slowly creeping into it. It is not that, at once you want to grab on it and you become fluent overnight. It is not like that. You have to very consistently, and you have to go through a process. It is not that you are jumping on it and just grabbing on it. So
No.
that's my thing.
Okay. And the Mool mantra you said,
Yeah.
and what I feel is it's okay for learning, this is the Mool mantra, but what is behind this? Why everybody is running behind this language? Why everybody wanting to learn this language? I think the goal is to earn money. What do you say? Yes, if I'll be fluent, maybe I can be taken by any companies, any institute, anywhere we can go, we can work, and then probably we can earn certain money, which is very, very important to run a family. Yes.
Right.
But now I want to ask you one question. What do you say? Does money really buy happiness? What is your opinion? Yeah, money is important. I don't say that money is not important. My question is something different from this. Money is important. How much important? That differs from person to person. Yes. But does money really buy happiness for you and for me? What do you say?
Uh, Ma'am, money is something which is it is prevalent in the human society. This is the most thing which is talked about, very important. It keeps a very important place in our life, And practically, if I speak that money is really very much needed in our life to what happens that it really gives us comfort, luxury, pleasure, everything it gives us. And it also maintains good relationship at our home, because when we are fulfilling the needs of others, family members, or we want to get into a kind of mingle up with people and to maintain
Right.
a good relationship in the society too, money matters a lot. But the thing is that, in my opinion, money is something. Let me be a little spiritual or ethical, towards this topic. I believe that money is okay. It is everything. It gives pleasure, but there is a vast difference between the word pleasure and happiness. Pleasure, it is a short, momentary happiness that you get when you buy something, when you are able to fulfill all your demands with money. That gives you happiness. Suppose you want to buy a car, that is Audi, okay, so you got it and you are happy. Then again your mind runs after something else. Once you obtain it, again your minds think for
Or
more,
something
that
else.
what to get in life again too. So in this way your um, desire for something, it never quenches, it never fulfill, always you run after it. But if I talk about the happiness thing, it is totally different thing. It doesn't come from money. Yeah, to some extent we get happiness from money by utilizing it in a right way, by valuing the money in a right proportion. Suppose you have a lot of money, and
Hmm.
if you're using the money in a right way, maybe you're helping out others, you are taking care of other with that money, in the long run when you are reflecting on it, you get happiness. That is permanent happiness. But if you're thinking of getting happiness through money, it is not letting you do this. Because, in the desire of obtaining money, you are really perturbed, you are disturbed, you are not sleeping well, because this desire always remain with us to have more and more and more money, and it doesn't give happiness. But mm, so money through happiness, it is a totally different thing. But if you're
Mhm.
getting happiness through other things, I
Mhm.
mean, happiness can be have by spending time with your dear one, even
Mhm.
with small tasks which you do. Suppose that there is an ant which wants to
Mhm.
cross the it's climbing on the wall, again it's
Mhm.
falling down, then it
Yeah.
climbing on the wall. So
Mhm.
if you just take it up and put it on the wall,
Mhm.
the
Mhm.
desirous thing of the ant, it is achieved, and you are also
Mhm.
happy from within.
Mm.
That is the small task leading you to happiness. So
Yeah.
happiness, it is something different. You can have happiness even drinking a cup of tea too, relaxing and taking a cup of tea, sipping on it and thinking about your past and something which you have done nicely in your life. So it also can give you happiness. But if you talk about, money can bring happiness, I don't think so. It can give you happiness only when you are valuing it, when you are utilizing it in a nice way, then only it can give you happiness. Otherwise, I don't think so.
Yes, we have both the examples set up in the society. We see that many have ample of money, but still they are not happy because of some or the other reasons. Yes, and
Right.
some have even, I find that laborers, those who come to our house, they bring just. Sometimes I have seen that they bring simply roti and onion with them, and I used to give them vegetable that it is I have cooked it. You can use it, you can eat it, but then too they remain so very happy, more than us, I feel. So
Right.
yes, so I feel that money has a great role. Undoubtedly, it has a great role. It gives temporary happiness, but
Right.
permanent happiness is always within us. We can make ourselves happy with anything and with everything. I'm happy connecting to you. This is my happiness. Here, money doesn't matter at all.
Yeah, ma'am, actually, eventually, what we need to do, the satisfaction, the contentment, which we are running after, that is the more, I think, the main thing, So, if we
Yes,
are getting satisfaction by doing the things which giving us pleasure, that is main thing, It's not money. So that is why self satisfaction is very much needed, and your positive mindset. If you're
yes.
positive, you can see happiness in everything. Otherwise, you will remain crying over everything, That's also.
Everything, everything. That's true. That's true. So lovely aspects we discussed today, and so very well you explained each and everything. I'm so happy to have you on my channel. And if you allow me, I want to upload this video on my channel.
Oh,
What is
sure.
your
I'm
opinion?
sorry. Pleasure is mine, ma'am. Actually, I was really thinking of connecting with you when I watched your video. I think, wow, amazing videos. I need to connect with you. That's why I, approached to you. Thank you so much for connecting me with ma'am. And
You
yeah,
so much. I too loved to connect with you, and lovely conversation we had. We spent good time, and certainly we'll connect again as many times as possible.
thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes. Okay, Rekha ji. Bye
Bye.
bye. Take a
Thank
very
you so
good care of yourself.
much.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
See you.
Bye bye. Bye bye.